Very good evening. Today I am talking about the Every Life Matters. Today is the World Suicide Prevention Day, 10th September 2020. So I am talking about the how every life matters. Suicide has been the global and the national public health concern. Close to the 8 lakh people have lost their life to the suicide every year. It is estimated that for each completed suicide there are the more than 25 other attempts. In fact, suicide attempts are an important risk factor for the suicide subsequent. Suicide occurs across all socio-demographic levels and all regions of the worldwide, like the families, friends, school friends, work colleagues, and the communities affected by the suicide or the suicide attempt are often left without assistance. There have been a preliminary report of an increase in the suicide rate in worldwide after the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown, but silence and stigma prevent those in need from the seeking help and talking about the talking about suicide. Here, some suicide prevention strategies I'm going to discuss. First one, during the COVID pandemic, or the lockdown period. This is the time of the economic stability and the majority of the people from the socio-economic background or the socio-economic group will have the economic difficulty in day by day or the day to come. Once measures to help prevent a negative emotional state and the suicide idea are the strengthening economic support. So second one is we also need to strengthen the assist and the delivery to the suicide care to the general people or the public or the community. This can be done by the coverage of the mental health workers or the mental health services, especially in the hospital and the healthcare centers or the community health center or the primary health center. For that, we need to operate the helplines. Nowadays, in the Nepal also operating the helpline within 24 hours. Third one is the creating a protective environment in the responsibility of all the stakeholders. It is the duty of parents at home, administrator in the office, school administrator and the teachers at school. The reduction of the access to the lethal means among the parents at risk of the suicide is one of the important strategies. The availability of the chemicals, substance, poisons, pesticide should be the regulated. At home, lethal substance such as the sharp instruments like gun, knives, medicines, overdose of the medicine, insecticide or the pesticide, etc., should be logged by the responsible person of the family. Suicide prevention is the collective responsibility. The excessive use of the alcohol of the substance is an important precursor to the suicidal idea and attempt to the suicide. So it should be the regulated. In fourth one is the we need to promote connectedness among the peoples, peer groups, family members, member of the society, member of the society leader or the community leader or the community. This will help to open up about the problem. This may be done by the public group, Facebook groups, friend circle, so that talking about the suicide is in the protective in fact protective, like the anyone can have the suicidal thoughts. We should not afraid to the seek help, and always remember seeking help is the not a sign of weakness but a sign of the strength. And the fifth one is the teaching and the learning of the coping and the problem solving skills are also an important domain of the suicide prevention. It is not like the day works, rather a process that we need to learn. This can be done on the self-regulatory basis. In the daily basis, we have to do with the help of the expert. Also, like the parenting skill, family relationship, or the interpersonal relationship are the major aspect of the comes under in this domain. In the sixth point, the most important point to discuss in suicide prevention is the identifying and the supporting people, identifying the risky or the vulnerable group, and we have to support to them. Even a single mention of the suicide during a conversation or the Facebook post or the Twitter should be taken very seriously. 8 out of 10 times people show their wish to die or kill themselves before an attempt. If someone from the family or the friend have the suicidal thoughts, it is the imperative to visit a mental health professional. Being the protective is the key factor. In the 7 point, like lessening harm and preventing future attempts are the also necessary steps. Removing stigma is the best thing we have to remove, and creating the comfortable environment to the people. It is the needed for the every community or the every society. Also, the reporting by the media and messaging should be the sensible rather than the seasonal. So when the media person are the showing the news, we should show the fact, not in the rumor or the not in the making influence them to do suicide. In eighth one, the most common cause of the suicide is the depression. Depression, it is the an easily treatable mental health disorder, mental illness disorder. Here, the we should not delay to the identify the depression and the treatment, so we can prevent the suicide. And 9 1, suicide is not a simple phenomena. We should not take it easily. It has its own biological, psychological, and social correlation. So, although preventing suicide is not an easy task, all of us can contribute our bit. Let's talk about suicide and seek help from the mental health expert. So, we should think everyone life matters. So like people around, we are seeing people having the difficulty, or the people are facing the psychological problem or physical problem or the biological problem. We should take help. We should help to them, and we should provide the treatment. If people are attempting suicide previously, or again they are showing symbol of the clue of the suicidal behavior, so we have to talk them, we have to listen to them, and we have to provide to care to them. Thank you so much.